Should I be looking at the camera? Or?
Oh, just
I like looking at you.
Look at you, yeah.
How's it going?
Thanks for chatting, guys.
All good.
You're in the middle of recording a new album. How's it all going? What can we expect from it?
We're recording our third album. Hopefully it'll be out later this year in 2018, and yeah, we're kind of just mucking around with some pre-production before we go to the United States next month, and then when we get home we'll be recording the full length in July. So yeah.
Just doing some pre-production over the weekend, just arranging the songs just to see if we can tweak a few things. Like, they've been written for about a year or so.
Oh, really?
But we're just always trying to improve the songs. So we're here working with some other people just to try to get some outside influence.
Like the structure of the songs?
Yeah, we're pretty happy with the structure already. It's just adding certain bits to accentuate riffs and just to try get a better flow of the songs. So
you guys aren't all in the same city,
No, so I live up in Harvey Bay.
Yeah.
Jake lives in Brisbane. Henry now lives on the Gold
I live on the
Coast.
Gold Coast, and our bassist Adrian, who isn't here, lives in Melbourne. So
Oh, wow.
it can
Is
be.
that part of why, even though the songs have been written a year ago?
Yeah,
Yeah, it makes it a lot more difficult to actually get together and put them all together in the studio, especially when we're touring like 4 months of the year. We're just we spend a lot of time together, but it's usually overseas. So it's a bit of an interesting situation.
yeah, it's hard to work on the music side of things while we're overseas as well. So
Yeah.
Fair enough.
we get back from tour and we go back to reality.
Yeah,
It's hard to meet up, especially you all being so far.
So you all work like a normal job on the side,
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm a newspaper editor.
I'm a radiographer.
Jake does disability support, and Adrian's a labourer. So all different fields.
What's that like, trying to balance that? Like last time I was talking to you, we were talking a bit about that,
Yeah.
trying to have your normal career and then the band. Like, is that hard to balance?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because, you'll work right up to the afternoon. Like, before we went to Europe just a few months ago, I worked up until 5 p.m, got in my car, drove to Brisbane, then went to the airport and flew out that night. I was in Europe for a month, fly back in, get in my car, drive, and then go to work the next day, So it's kind of, you don't really get holidays anymore if you're a touring musician because you use your holidays to tour, so...
Yeah, your
I was
holidays.
going to say to your boss, is like, get shitty with the time off?
Well, thankfully my company's been really lenient, so they've expanded my holidays to 6 weeks a year, and then given me an option to take an extra 6 weeks unpaid.
Yeah.
So it accommodates. Yeah, they're really, really flexible. So
I've had to work. Like, I used to work full time. But about 2 years ago, we did like a fair bit of touring in 1 year. I couldn't get any leave, so I had to quit my job. I came back, went overseas for a few months, came back with no job, and I was just working casual for about a year and a half. But now I'm working contracts. So I'm working full time. I can get annual leave, but it's unpaid. But because I'm technically an extra at work, my boss is very flexible, which has helped. Yeah.
I imagine it's probably a lot of employers who, if you said your family was sick or something, they'd be understanding. But if you we want to go play death metal, they might not be as keen.
Yeah, my boss is pretty understanding though. They know that it's work. Touring's it's something we love doing, but when we're overseas, it's like a second job. It's a business, and it takes a lot of time. So I think they respect what we do, which is why they kind of help give us the time off, bend the rules a little bit, just to get the extra time off, which is sweet.
Is there any kind of long-term plan to try to live off the music? Or are you actually happy with what it's like at the moment? Do you have
I think we're pretty realistic about our situation where we understand, we play a pretty obscure niche style of music.
Yeah.
So it's unlikely we're going to get to the point where we can,
make a living,
make a living actually out of it. Like we can tour for free. We might get a little bit of a payment at the end, but in terms of it being able to sustain, our lives, it's a bit difficult. But we might get a little, we'll definitely get bigger, and more stuff will be coming in. But yeah, definitely didn't get into this with the intention of
no.
Well, that's probably a good
being able to live off it. Yeah, that's right. Set the bar low.